Hideaway Homestead. Coffee time on the porch. We've got a lot of things to update you on today, and one interesting story, at least interesting to us. This week on the homestead, the farm, our pigs are growing well. They are getting quite big and quite strong, and they are furniture movers. We had put in their pen a trough it was about 4 foot long, and to put their feed in, and they have taken to moving that. Every day when Kevin goes to feed them, the thing is out in another part of their pen. They move it 6, 8, 10 feet.
Oh yeah.
I guess with their noses and stuff. They want to get every little bit of feed, I think, that has fallen down below or behind or around or through. So, yeah, that's what they are up to, furniture moving. They've also scratched against the sides of their pen to the point where they've just about knocked it down, their sleeping area or covered area there. So, yeah, that's what the pigs are up to this week. And then we've got a lot of things that we've planted in our fall garden that are coming up. The seeds are sprouting. The transplants are blossoming. The green beans are up to Kevin's waist, and this is mid-October, so give you some perspective. And it's been, those are the pole beans, and it's been less than a month since we put them in the ground. So they are doing very well and had a high germination rate. So those are all good things. And Kevin moved the chickens from their brooder into the coop that we put out here, so he can tell you the rest of that story.
Yeah, we had built a chicken pen and a new one, and we have a video about that, so let me encourage you to go back and watch that video. We made a video about how to build it and the whole 9 yards. We really fortified that thing. Buried the wire into the ground about 1 foot out from the bottom to keep predators from digging under. You may remember.
Like to do that.
You may remember we've mentioned in the video the possums and raccoons, they like to dig and get in there to kill the chickens and that sort of stuff. So we really fortified this thing to keep predators out.
We had the hardware cloth, a 1/4 inch, I think, a hardware cloth, so that they can't get claws or paws into it.
Sometimes if you have the bigger chicken wire, the raccoons especially can stick their hands through those holes and grab the chickens and pull them through. We got smaller wire because of that, and thinking that we would keep the predators out at all costs. So we brought them out the other day and put them in there. And they were in there for maybe 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours, or something like that. And we had to make a run into town. And so when we came back, I told Carol, so I'm going to just run out and check on the chickens just to make sure they're okay. And went out there, and a snake had gotten into the pen. It was a small snake, really. It was only about 1.5 feet long, maybe 2 feet long. It was a rat snake or a corn snake, whichever you call it. It's about the same thing.
They're pretty snakes.
Yeah, they're beautiful snakes.
They're nice ball colors.
They really are, yeah. And the snake had gotten into there and got a hold of one of the chicks, and he killed it. And the snake was big enough to kill the chicken, but he wasn't big enough to swallow it. And when I found him, he had his mouth over the chicken's beak, was trying to swallow it. So I was able to pull the snake off the chicken and get it out of there and everything. I ended up having to kill it. We normally don't do that with those because they're very beneficial. They keep other rodents down and away from the place. But I knew that if I had just taken it out and turned it loose, it probably would have went right back in there. So
I think that's a cafeteria or something.
So I had to get rid of that snake. Anyway, so we did that, and just wanted to mention that if any of you are raising, chickens, especially if you have the babies, and these are babies, they're small, you need to look out for stuff like that. When you live in the woods, you have snakes. It's just the way it is.
The one thing we didn't think about is when we were building this pen, and there is just one spot that a small snake like this, it was a little bigger than a pencil width.
But, it was probably about
You think?
that big
Okay.
around. Yeah.
But
wasn't
maybe it could
huge.
flatten to get through the gap in the doorway between the baseboard
Yeah.
and the door. That's
Yeah.
all we can think of that it could have gotten in because there is just no spot.
Yeah, that was the only spot that I could find on there that would be big enough for it to go in.
Yeah.
Because it certainly didn't go through those 1/4-inch holes on that
No,
wire.
no. Wasn't a happy evening because
No.
they had only lived in their new home for about 4 hours before one of them was gone. But now we know, and we're going to see what we can do to make that not happen again. But I think it was just a freak accident that that small of a snake would try to get in.
Yeah.
And that could actually kill one of those birds.
Yeah.
Would have killed the snake if he tried to eat it, for sure.
Oh, I'm
so.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get busy here on the homestead doing our next project. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps our channel a lot if you can give us a thumbs up. And if you have family and friends that would be interested in what we're doing, give our name to them. Have them to subscribe also. Also, you can use our name, actually put our name into your social media. Your Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, that you do, Instagram, whatever. And, get it out there on there so that people can see it on there too. So, until next time, thanks for joining us here on Hideaway Homestead.